friends. Welcome to another adventure with Fantastic First Grade Frogs. I was just looking at this map here to figure out how to get to the park. On this map, I can see land, I can see water, I can see roads, I can see lakes. Maps are a really great way to learn how to get around. So today we're going to start with a book called Me on the Map. The author's name is Joan Sweeney, and the illustrator's name is Annette Cable. Me on the map. This is me. This is me in my room. This is a map of my room. This is me on the map of my room. Now, usually, friends, we don't draw people or animals on a map because people and animals can move. And a map shows things that stay where they are, things that don't move. So we would show maybe a chair on a map of our bedroom or where the door is, but we wouldn't usually show a picture of ourselves on a map because we wouldn't always be on our bed. Sometimes we might be on the chair. Sometimes we might be walking out the door. So usually we don't show people or animals like this kitten on a map. But she liked to show those on her map of her bedroom. This is my house. So this is a picture of her house. This is a map of my house. This is my room on the map of my house. And we can see she has drawn all the rooms in her house, and she's showing where her bedroom is in the map of her house. This is my street. This is a map of my street. This is my house on the map of my street. So you can see all the houses on her street, and you can see where she lives. This is her house. This is my town. This is a map of my town. This is my street on the map of my town. So you can see all the things in her town. You can see this river here. That's the blue part that's running through the map. You can see the roads. You can see just land. That's the green part. But you can also see the map that shows where her street is. So that's pretty cool. You can see her street right on that map of her whole town. This is my state. This is a map of my state. This is my town on the map of my state. Now, she lives in the state of Kansas, and we live in the state of Michigan, so our state looks different from hers. But her map of her state shows kind of the same things that any map would show. It shows land, it shows water, that's these blue things running through, so there's some rivers, and it also shows towns. So the dots on here show where the towns are, and there's her town, Pleasant Grove, right there on the map. There's a dot. This is my country, the United States of America. That's where we live too. This is a map of my country. This is my state on the map of my country. Now, she's looking at her state, which is Kansas, and that's right there. But we can also look at our state, Michigan, and that's up there. So this map is showing all the states in the United States, so we could find any of the states on this map. This is my world. It is called Earth. It looks like a giant ball. If you could unroll the world and make it flat, it would look something like this map of the world. This is my country on the map of the world. So here is our country on North America. This is North America, that's a continent. And our country, the United States, is on the continent of North America. And it shows the other continents too, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. So here's how I find my special place on the map. First, I look at the map of the world and find my country. And there she is pointing to it. Then I look at the map of my country and find my state. There it is. Then I look at the map of my state and find my town. Then I look at the map of my town and find my street. And on my street, I find my house. And in my house, I find my room. And in my room, I find me. Just think. in rooms and houses, on streets and towns and countries all over the world. Everybody has their own special place on the map. And this is showing children all over the world. Everybody has their own special place on the map. Just like me on the map. Here's her pictures. And there's all of her art equipment that she used to draw her map. My friends, you can draw a map of your house too. You can draw a map of your room, you can draw a map of your house, you can draw a map of your street. All of those are things that you can do just with a pencil and some paper, or some crayons and some paper. You can do that too. Now, you might have heard of the word globe. A globe is another kind of map that shows our Earth round, so like a ball, just like our Earth is actually shaped. Mine is kind of a beach ball globe, but it shows all of the things that the map shows, just like we saw in the book. So here is the map of the world, and it shows all the continents, just like the map in the book. It shows all those continents colored in different colors. And so that's one way of showing the world on a map that's flat. But a globe is a map that is shaped like a ball. It's three-dimensional. And it shows all those countries and continents, just like on the map that's flat, but it's in a round way. Now, each country is colored a different color on this map, but those are all different countries on the globe, just like on the map. The blue part, though, is the water. And on maps and globes, almost always, blue stands for water. So it's showing the oceans. This would be the Pacific Ocean. And here is the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. This is all of this part. And the Arctic Ocean up at the top. And so it's showing all of those things, plus all of the countries in all of those continents on the map. And here is our country, the United States, right here. And we can even see Michigan right there, kind of sticking out between all of those Great Lakes. So on our beach ball globe, we can see the same things that we can see on a flat map, like this. It's just round. So maps are flat, globes are round. Now, we're going to read one more book called My Maps. And in this book, we're going to see a little bit more about how maps can work for you. The author's name is John Serrano, and the illustrator's name is Kathleen Kuchera. You can see a girl here on the front with a map. My Maps. Now in this picture, somebody has drawn a map of their town, and it's showing all the roads, that's the gray part, and it's showing the houses and other buildings in the town. They've even labeled what the names of the roads are. So this is 10th Street and 11th Street and 12th Street. And so they've written that right on those roads, so we know what the road's name is. A map shows things from above. Maps help us know where things are. This map shows my room. Can you find where my bed is? So we have to look at all these things on the map, and they all are labeled. It says up here, door, and it says closet, and it says rug, and toy box, and window, and another window, and here's the bed. So we found the bed on the map. Look at this map of my house. Do you see my bedroom? Can you find where the den is? What other rooms are in my house? So let's take a really good look at this map. We can see bedroom here, and a living room, a bathroom, a den, mom and dad's room, and the kitchen. So we found her bedroom in the map of the house, and we found the den right here. My house is on a street. This map shows the street. My street has many houses. My street is in a town. So here is 10th Street, and now here it says my house. So she's showing us where her house is on 10th Street, and then of course the other houses on her street. This map shows my town. It shows the streets and buildings. The streets and buildings look small on the map. Now that's because we're kind of getting farther away. The the more we show in the map, the farther away we get. And it kind of makes everything look smaller, kind of like when we talked about from an airplane, things look really small on the ground. The same thing happens kind of with a map. When we look at just a bedroom, it all looks big. In this picture, right here, all looks kind of big. But as we get higher and higher away from the town, things start to look smaller. So all the houses are kind of small. There's the streets again. Those gray things are streets. And of course, all the little buildings. Some are big and some are little. This might be a park because it has some trees there. My town is in this state. The map of my state shows where many places are. Now this girl lives in Florida. This is the map of Florida. And it shows where some towns are. This is Tallahassee, and there's a little star there because that's the capital. It shows where Orlando and Tampa, Fort Myers, and Miami are. And all of those dots represent a town, but they're just a dot on this map because, once again, we've backed up from the earth a little bit more, and Florida looks about as big as her bed did on that first picture, doesn't it? Wow. In this picture, we were just looking at a small amount of space. In this picture, we're looking at a whole state all at the same time, so those towns look kind of small. Can you see my state on this map? The map shows all the states. So here's that whole United States again, and here's Florida, right down here. That's her state. Now our state is up here. It's Michigan, and it's purple right up here. Look at this map. This map shows the world. You can see all the land. You can see all the oceans too. So once again, just like on the globe, we can see the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and we can see the Arctic Ocean too. And we can see all the continents, just like we did on the big map and like we did on the globe. This is a map too. You can see Earth on this map. So this is a map of our whole solar system. And there's Earth looking so teeny weeny tiny. But we know it's big, isn't it? On the map, it looks very small because now we're very far away. Wow, aren't maps fun? You can try and build and draw a picture of a map at home. Just take some crayons or a pencil and some paper and draw where your room is in your house, or draw where your house is on your street. I'd love to see your pictures. Send them to me as soon as you get them done. I love to see maps. Maybe you've got a treasure map. See you next time.